Yo, 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 Big Kish back up in here. Y'all are not gonna believe this one right here. I'd never seen this footage right here. Shout out to my man KB Goes Live. Y'all know he gonna do his research and do his knowledge. You are not gonna wanna click off you are not gonna wanna click off this video. Before we get into it, y'all make sure y'all go pick y'all up a copy of Street Dad, Geek Dad, Avoiding the Manufactured Mindset, written by me, Big Kish. Yo, this is crazy. This is wild. Y'all know I'm like holding y'all. Without further ado, let's get it.
So we got some more Diddy updates today. Now it's the weekend, so there is no trial, obviously. But trial will resume on Monday. We will continue to hear testimony from Dawn Richard, one of the members of Danity Kane, who so far has testified that she was a witness to the abuse that Cassie was on the receiving end of from Diddy. She even told the court yesterday that after one of these episodes where Diddy was abusing Cassie, Cassie told her that they should not speak about it because that's how people end up going missing. Anyways,
Danity Kane was signed to Diddy.
Her testimony will continue next week, and it is expected that it is going to be very compelling testimony. But in the meantime, I want to talk about some of the things that have been happening outside the courtroom. And the first thing that I want to talk about are these people that have been seen standing in front of the courthouse rocking a bunch of Free Diddy t-shirts. And apparently
watch this, y'all. Y'all see all these Free Diddy t-shirts, right? Watch this. This is wild. This is wild.
People are being paid to wear these Free Diddy t-shirts and promote.
Ooh, I told you, the evils exist. They got the money. They got the money. They got the money. Look, they paying people to wear the Free Diddy t-shirts.
The Diddy coin, which is a cryptocurrency that his sons launched right in the middle of this trial. So these people are apparently being paid $20 an hour to rock these t-shirts and are also trying to convince other people to do the same. Apparently, this content creator named Emily Knows Everything was walking around outside the courthouse and she caught a clip of it. In the clip, the person recording this video spoke to one person outside that actually declined the offer and claimed that this was to promote Diddy's new cryptocurrency. So this is where we're getting this information from. So it looks like Diddy or Diddy's team or Diddy's sons are officially out here using paid actors to try to curve the narrative that Diddy should be locked up. Y'all take a look at the clip.
Why do you feel that way?
So these are all paid protesters. You can get $20 an hour if you wear a t-shirt.
You gotta speak up.
She just got recruited, right?
I refuse.
You said no.
No.
It wasn't worth the 20?
No, but like he told me that it's for a Diddy coin, so I'm not really sure what that is. Yeah, they just tried to pay me.
They capitalizing off the trial. Like I said, I believe court cases is the new hip hop, like what they trying to make hip hop. They're trying to make hip hop and the new trial, the new court cases. That's the new thing. That's the new thing. That's the new thing right there, y'all. But we can't let them do that. We can't let them do that.
$20 to wear a free fucking shirt.
Stop. I knew, I could tell because
The lady right there, she just kept convincing me to go wear a shirt, and I'm like, I'm good.
that's what, so just $20. And if you need $20, all you have to do is wear a free puff shirt.
And just stand out here.
And you said no.
Yeah, I said no.
Did they say how many hours?
$20 an hour. And she told me she got paid like $60 yesterday for standing out here in 3 hours.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Absolutely baffling behavior, if I must say so myself. But I also need to add, I don't think Diddy is the one doing this. I think this is probably Diddy's sons or somebody on Diddy's team hiring an organization to make this happen. Either way, it's still pretty ridiculous because I highly doubt that this in any way is going to shape the jury's mindset on this trial or influence the outcome of it. But I mean, A for effort, they're trying. So So moving right along, it has also been announced that Cassie's mother is expected to testify during Diddy's trial at some point. Some people are saying next week, but it really just depends on how the questioning of all the other witnesses go. We still got to hear everything from Don Richard, but Cassie's mom is set to take the stand and testify against Diddy in this trial. We heard last week Cassie say that at some point Diddy actually went to Cassie's mother's house to have conversations with her after Cassie told her mom about the abuse that she was suffering. She didn't say what their conversation was about. In fact, she said that she wasn't there and present for all of the conversations. So there was some conversations that happened between Diddy and Cassie's mom that we don't know the context to. I do expect that when Cassie's mother gets on the stand, she is probably going to divulge the details of their conversations. She's probably going to describe the way that Diddy was acting, if he was trying to intimidate her in any way at all. That will probably.
So I guess this Cassie's mom. Is that what he said? Y'all know I'm my attention span ain't right. Hold on, let me see. Did he speak to Cassie's parents? Oh, Cassie's parents about their prom. Where was her parents at when she was 19, big?
Not go so well either, because Diddy's defense can easily bring up things like the fact that Cassie's mother allowed her to date Ryan Leslie when Cassie was much younger. I think Ryan Leslie.
Yeah, that's my thing. Is like she was 19. Where was her parents at? I'm thinking that she ain't had no parents.
Was 10 years older than her at the time. They very well may bring that up. Either way, it'll be interesting testimony, but Cassie's mom is not the only witness that has been announced. We are also going to see James Cruz testify. Remember, Diddy is facing RICO charges, which means he used his organization to facilitate, prepare, and conduct all of this weird behavior that he has been charged with. James Cruz is a high-ranking executive at Bad Boy Records. He also served as Cassie's manager during her time with the label. Remember, Cassie said that at one point she was talking with James and he told her that he felt like he was doing his job with one hand tied behind his back because everything related to Cassie had to go through Diddy first, kind of implying that Diddy maintained like an ultimate control over Cassie's career decisions. His testimony can shed light on the dynamics within Bad Boy Records and how Diddy's control may have impacted the careers of artists like Cassie under his label, or how his treatment of her differed from the other artists on his labels, right? James was an integral part of Diddy's operation, and Diddy is charged with RICO. So in exchange for James's testimony, it's pretty much assumed that he must have been given some type of immunity deal so that whatever he says can't be used against him, in exchange for him basically telling on Diddy, right? So we can look forward to seeing that. Also, I want to hit on the fact that it does kind of feel like Diddy has been working his way towards fighting for a mistrial in this case, right? They tried to keep Cassie up on that stand as long as possible, knowing that she is super pregnant. Diddy's team has, in my opinion, not.
Oh, Cassie pregnant. Oh yeah, Diddy ain't gonna lay on like that. He's super mad right now.
Done the best job combating what the prosecution has done. His defense team has done a great job painting him as a human and showing that Cassie may have been complacent in some of the activities that they took part in, but they have focused heavily on a lot of the things that were in the civil lawsuit that Cassie filed against Diddy, and not so much on the things that the prosecution was grilling her about, which, remember, all the prosecution is trying to do is prove that Diddy paid for escorts, which Cassie gave testimony about and confirmed that he did. That's his transportation to engage in prostitution charge. They have asked her about her not being willing to participate in some of these encounters that she had with Diddy, which she has pretty much confirmed. And while, like I said, his defense has done a good job showing that she was complacent in some of the activity, they only need her to not be willing to do it one time for Diddy to be guilty of the charge of trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion. And then the whole racketeering thing hasn't really been hit on. But like I said, we got some witnesses coming in probably next week or the week after that are probably going to tie that racketeering thing together pretty good. And his defense team just hasn't done a very good job at dispelling the things that he's charged with. And to be honest, they may get their opportunity to file for a mistrial because, according to some tweets from Inner City Press, the judge has been having behind the door closed to the the public meetings with the lawyers in this case, some of the time without a court reporter. We got this tweet right here where the judge said, "So that's it. I'll have a word in the robing room with Miss Comey and Mr. Agnafilo. I don't need a court reporter." And like my girl BJ Investigate said, Judge Submaranian in the Diddy trial is doing a lot of sneaky backroom talks. I think
Yeah. They said the video we reacted to yesterday. They said Diddy's team is trying to get Trump to pardon Diddy. They're definitely doing some stuff behind closed doors. That's why I never ignore what was going on behind closed doors. What is going on behind closed doors, y'all? That's the question you always got to ask, especially when you're dealing with millionaires and people that can coerce things to make people think that they are right because they got the money. Look at Diddy. He paying people, his team paying people $20 an hour. $20 an hour. You know what I'm saying? To wear free Diddy shirts. That's wild. If you gotta jump to those lengths, you did something. You doing something. But the things that he's accused of, they gotta prove that. That's the part they gotta prove. And I don't know, y'all.
He's trading a dangerous line of unconstitutionality and putting the case at risk for mistrial. Trials are public for a reason. Hope he gets the memo soon. And she was spitting facts right there. She also added this, saying super sneaky secret meetings and off the docket filings are becoming the norm in the Diddy trial. And like I said, I feel like she is spitting facts right there. The judge is opening the door for Diddy to call into question what's happening in these closed door meetings. And I do assume at some point they may file for a mistrial because of things like this. Now, whether or not a mistrial will be granted, I mean, there's really no way to know, but if they end up filing for a mistrial because of this type of behavior, that would be very interesting. Whether it happens or not is up in.
I thought they usually let cameras in there. Why they ain't letting cameras in this one? Is there a reason why they don't let cameras in this court trial? Wasn't they letting cameras in the YSL trial and all that? So what's the difference between this? I don't know. Somebody please let me know why they don't let cameras up in this joint.
In the air, but I am starting to see the speculation circle around online. So yeah, anyways, okay. And then there is this woman named Carrie Morgan that is set to testify against Diddy. Morgan is a former friend of Cassie, and she is expected to testify about an incident in which Diddy allegedly assaulted her by striking her with a wooden hanger that caused a concussion. Cassie has claimed that this resulted in a $50,000 settlement by Diddy in an attempt to silence Carrie Morgan. Apparently, this $50,000 is what led to Cassie and Carrie not being friends anymore. Ooh. So we are going to get to see her take the stand and tell us about whatever it is that she went through and seen. And then there is this woman, Mia, who chose to stay anonymous throughout this trial and go underneath this pseudonym of Mia. She is supposed to be taking the stand. Now, nobody really knows who Mia is, but in an article that was...
She probably got an important job. She don't want nobody to know who she worked for or something like that.
Posted by The Sun, they identified her as Diddy's former personal assistant, which has led a lot of people to believe that this is going to be a woman named Capricorn Clark. I cannot confirm myself if Mia is Capricorn Clark, but The Sun said it was his former personal assistant. Capricorn is his former personal assistant. I mean, it makes sense. Now, Capricorn Clark was referenced during this trial in the context of a 2011 incident that involved Diddy, Cassie, and Kid Cudi, where Cassie said that Diddy discovered her and Kid Cudi's relationship and became enraged and threatened her. She sent an email to both her mother and...
Man, they done said that Diddy done blew up Kid Cudi car. They say he hung Wale off a balcony. Matter of fact, I wanted to look at that video too. Somebody exposed the whole thing. Wale was on a radio station and said, nah, what? Why you ask me that? Diddy ain't never hang me over no balcony, man. That's just... man, we got somebody explaining the whole joint. He's saying that he did.
And Capricorn Clark exposing fear that Diddy was going to release freak-off tapes as a form of retaliation. So if Mia turns out to be Capricorn Clark, there will be some very, very interesting testimony.
Diddy ain't going to release no freak-off tape. I'm going to tell you why. Somebody came out and said that he the size of a Tootsie Roll. He don't want nobody to see that. He don't want the world to see that. He ain't about to release no tapes if that's real.
Given right there because she was his right hand for a long time. I guess he could have had more than one personal assistant, but if it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's probably a duck, right? So you got people saying that Mia is Capricorn. We'll just have to wait and see if that is the truth. But we got this Mia woman. She's going to give testimony. And if Mia is indeed Capricorn Clark, then some of her testimony may also help tie together some of the RICO charges that the federal government has put against Diddy. Apparently, this Mia chick also was forced by Diddy to participate in sexual acts at some point in time. So it'll be her testimony plus Cassie's testimony saying that he forced and coerced them. So we would just have to wait and see what all of that looks like once she gets on a stand. With that, that's what we got for this video. It's just a quick little video update for you guys. And of course, y'all got to let me know what y'all think about.
Hey, shout out to KB for the quick update, but that's wild that they paying people behind the scenes. So imagine what else they paying people to do. You never know what's going on. We already know Diddy did some of this stuff. We already ain't this many people gonna say you did this and you didn't do it. But what they're accusing him of is the trafficking situation. You know what I'm saying? But it don't look good with Cassie having all of those text messages and stuff saying that I can't live without you, can't breathe without you, I want to come back, while she's with somebody else. That don't look good. But we're going to see, when the week start tomorrow, Monday, how it go. I think this is going to be day 6 of it, 6 of the trial. Day 5 or day 6, one of them. Might be day 4. I'm tripping. Yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think about Diddy's team paying people. Y'all let me know what y'all think about him trying to get Trump to pardon him and all of that stuff. It's gonna get wild. Trust me, it's definitely gonna get wild. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Big Kish signing out. I'm gone, y'all.